Well, I'm actually going to ask about Aleppo.
Okay.
One of the things that was highlighted on American television was these final messages from people, right? They were tweeting out, this is their final message. As soon as the city is liberated, we're going to be killed. And these messages turned out to not be final messages. I mean, not a single one of these people ended up being slaughtered. So is it still credible to watch American media?
Well, I talk about a loaded question. So I don't know. Maybe you have specific knowledge about every person that sent a tweet.
I have some specifics here if you want to get into that. One of the journalists who was quoted and featured across American mainstream media is Belil Abdul Karim. Here he is being interviewed. And this individual, we also have some of his other journalism. And here he is with someone, this is what he, in his words, describes as an explosive vest. And this is an interview he did with a fighter in an explosive vest. He reports, "The fighters are now preparing to leave the city. This is an explosive belt. This is what many fighters are wearing because they don't feel they can trust the regime." Is this an unbiased, credible source, this person standing next to what looks like a potential suicide bomber?
Look, I'm not going to speak to every single news account that you can sit there and cite, sir. What I can tell you is, as I said, I think the broad swath of coverage about what's going on in Syria is worth people paying attention to. And people have to decide for themselves what they're going to find credible and what they're not going to find credible. But if by the tone of your questioning or by the questions themselves, you're trying to imply that what's going on in Aleppo is nothing more than a liberation festival or a parade of proud, happy people that they're being liberated, I think that is ludicrous. And I think it is not backed up by any stretch of normal independent reporting that we've seen coming out of there. Now, I'm not going to debate each and every account with you. I'm not going to get into an argument over each and every story that's been filed. But I think the travesty that has become Aleppo is clearly and should be squarely put on the regime's doorstep, as well as their backers in Russia and Iran.
No one denies that carnage.
Okay.
This man,
He's not in charge of the American media.
yeah, this
Steve, following up on Aleppo.